Show planned for you today. Let me know if you can hear me. Say hey. This week, if you text powder, you could win a 4-ounce fresh USA Moringa powder. This week, we're going to have a drawing. And if you text powder, you could win. Text 813-696-6676, and you could win a free 4-ounce bag of powder. We're going to have a drawing next week. Today, we're going to draw the winners from this last week, the people that texted us spice. So we have a spice bottle, spice jar for our winners here. All right, we have one here. Oh, see here. Okay. 2931 won a spice. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Say hey in the chat. Here we go. All right. And a new number, 3116. So 2 brand new numbers. That's great. These are our spice winners. Wonderful. Let me know if you guys can hear me well. Let's see. That's great. These are our... Yes, sounds like sound is good. Let me check in with you guys. We have a great show planned for you today. Thanks a lot for coming in. Welcome. Welcome. Keeping it cool. Welcome. Benjamin is in the house. Welcome up. Keeping it up. Thanks a lot. Happy Black Friday. Today, if you shop with us at growmoringa.com, you could get 50% off. Use code BF50. And welcome. Eddie's in the house. Thanks a lot, Eddie, saying what's up. Greetings from Florida City. Welcome. Welcome. Thanks a lot. We have a great show planned for you today. We're going to talk a lot about getting your business going, some growth strategies. We're going to talk about seeds, type of seeds, heirloom, the original. We have some questions about seeds, why I chose the seed that I chose to sell. We have a little bit of an announcement for a workshop coming up next week to help with your business plan. We'll also go a little bit over our own business plan. We have an important announcement with a new user, a new Growth OS user, but we want to go through the checklist to not only help this person, but we're going to help you when you get into Growth OS. You can use this as a training. When you get into our CRM platform, we'll talk a little bit more about that. We want to talk a little bit more about the season and help you with understanding how seasonal shifts happen. We have a graphic that we can pull up, and we'll talk more about seasonal harvesting and what you're doing now coming into the wintertime. We'll talk more about machines. We had lots of questions about machines. We'll talk more about no machines, how to do it for cheaper and how to do it for less, and how to do it more simply. So we'll talk about getting started and how to start making money from, say, your own trees. If you have your own leaves, we'll do some strategy there. We'll talk a little bit more about our brand new affiliate program. I just came out with the video yesterday. It's doing really well. And we'll kind of briefly go over that video a little bit. We have some questions about pests, what we do about pests. We have some questions about transplanting and direct seeding. We'll go over that. And we have some important announcements. Actually, we want to announce that someone in our collective is actually looking for fresh greens. She has an order. She has an order. We're looking for fresh greens. I'm putting it in the chat. We're looking for fresh greens in Naples, Florida. Okay, so if you're near Naples, Florida, Give us a shout out. Say what's up. Say what's up to us because we are in need of fresh greens in Naples, Florida. So let's go to Naples, Florida because we need fresh greens. So I'm going to pull up the map here and we will go to Naples, Florida. Let's share my screen real quick. We want to go to Naples, Florida because we're looking for fresh greens. We have a business, actually, a lady. Not only does she have a large family that loves to eat fresh moringa greens, but she has a store and is in looking to supply the store with fresh greens. So she needs a consistent supply. She's asking for 10 pounds a week. She's also looking for specifically, let's go to products real quick and I can put in fresh greens because I made some of these items for her. Some of these images. I'm going to just pull up some of these images, see if they come up. Fresh greens. Let's see if you guys, yeah, you can see that, right? Fresh greens. We're going to go over a little bit about this. And then I was asking her what she was looking for exactly. So I took these photos as she was asking for them, like what what kind of greens does she want? You know, like this, like this, like this. So I was asking her, she wants fresh greens. So I just grabbed some. I was like this. This is normally how we do it. $10 a pound. We sell it $10 a pound, like this, retail. And so then I put it in a bag, and it's usually like this in a bag. And then she was saying that she would like it separated. So without the sticks and without the stems. So she was making a request to have a little bit more work done on the bag, but it would be a consistent 10 pounds a week. So it would be something like this. This is a quarter pound. And so this would go for retail $2.50 because it's a 1/4 pound. So I could see selling that retail for like 250, even getting like $3, you know, because it's a smaller amount. It could get like $3 for that. And then that's the normal kind of like half pound. So that's about a $5 bag, half pound, but it is including the weight of the branch, right? Because we just weigh that whole thing. So that is an option for someone like in a store, but she was saying that she wanted it stripped, separated. So here we are in Naples, Florida, right? So here we are going into Florida. And we're in this town in the southern corner here. There's this turn here on I 75 here. There's a turn here. And usually if I'm driving down 75, I'm going to Miami, it's like before the turn or after the turn. Because after the turn is really just Everglades the whole way for like an hour, hour and a half. And this is like kind of like a 2.5 hour drive, almost 3 hour drive down to the turn from Tampa. We just made this drive to Miami. So here we have brighter image, Naples, Florida, Stephen, Trobert. You can hit him up. He has potentially greens. And then 12 Fruits Farm, Bud Cox, the juice up, also has a phone number, has some trees possibly. But more importantly, if there's someone in the area that's watching that has fresh moringa greens, we're searching for fresh moringa greens. We are now seeking moringa greens in the Naples area. Someone wants to order loose leaf separated for $10 a pound. Let us know if you have fresh greens in the Naples area, and we're going to shout this out so that way we can help this person get their order. Because if you have big trees and you have greens on them, you can make money. This person could pay you a wholesale rate for your fresh greens, so that way that person can take them to the store and resell them. So consider what you would sell your greens for. Right on. All right. So next up, we want to talk a little bit more about the growth strategy real quick. We'll talk real quickly about this launch kit, this label launch kit that we have. So right now, not only if you come to our shop, do you get 50% off by using code BF50, but right now we're also drop shipping. And so what that means is, let's see. Don't think I have that one here. We're going to help you to make your logo. Right now, with the VIP membership, if you sign up for the VIP membership, there's an option where you could also get the service of getting your logo designed. And I'll help design your logo. So that way we can put your logo on 3 labels. And then we're going to help list those 3 products. It could be 3 separate products, or your logo could go on 3 different labels. Essentially, it's just 3 different labels, right? So whether it's one product, 3 different sizes, or I would suggest doing 3 different products the same size. That way you have 3 different products to launch and start. So we're doing this label launch kit, and it's helping with your logos. That way, if you need help at that point for us to fill your packages, we have a gentleman in the members area that was asking, because he has a shop already. He has a Shopify already. And so he was wondering what it would take for us to fill his packages. And so what we would do is we would just connect the Shopify with the back end of our ShipStation. We have a shipping platform that we use, and we can link that store through the back end as a user. There's security that these websites allow users. So we could just give you our email address, you add us as a user to your Shopify, and then we also add your store to our ShipStation. That allows them to talk. And then whenever an order comes in, say like from your store, we're filling it with our powder, we're filling it with our loose leaf, and we're shipping it out with your label and your logos. Your logos, your labels, it's essentially your product. It's just we're acting as your fulfillment center. So we're drop shipping and fulfilling for you now. The members who sign up can actually get the drop shipping service. If you get into the top tier VIP section of the members area, we can talk more about the cost of designing your label, designing your logo, designing your labels, and then listing them for you on your website. And then also with the VIP membership, you get a website builder. So you get Growth OS with that top tier. So if we go into Growth OS, we can show you that with the top tier of VIP, you actually get the design and software for you to help build your website. So one of the things that we're going to go into next is we're going to talk about seeds. We're going to talk about seeds next. Welcome, everybody. Thanks a lot for coming in. Thank you very much. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. So, as I was just kind of going into Growth OS, we have this platform here. This is kind of like the dashboard for Growth OS for your website builder. Helps to build your website, but also to track all of your contacts, emails, helps to track your social media. You have a social media planner in here. You also have a calendar to book, say, calls if you want to say like book calls, but also helps you to see sales, text messaging. Your phone number is in here so that you get an app that you download on your phone as well for you to communicate with all the people through your business. This is essentially what Growth OS does for your business. Consider teaming up with us at a higher level this 2026 to help really grow and scale your Moringa business. All right. So we've got some questions about seeds, especially the seeds that we supply to you here and why we chose these particular seeds. So someone is asking the difference between these seeds, which are PKM1, and any other seed, like say PKM2 or the ODC3 or the Momax or the Mole or anything within the Moringa oleifera variety. There are, I should say the Moringa oleifera family. And then within that, there are specific varieties that people like to grow in different regions for different purposes, for different things. And we can kind of go over that a little bit now. Let's go ahead and go over a little bit about that by typing in here Tamil Nadu, India. Okay. So we're in Tamil Nadu. Okay. And then there is a town called Periyakulam. Right? So I have a document that I have here, which I can pull up here. I have it. Periyakulam. I have it in my book. I brought my book, pulled my book up. Here, let's see here. What was that it? Oh, here it is. No. Okay. Thought I had pulled my book up here, but what I can do is real quickly. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. So I'll share my screen real quick. Just that way you guys can see a little bit more about the background of the seeds. Okay. So this is my book, Grow Moringa, the Ultimate Guide. Oops. Say refresh. Okay. Maybe just because I needed to sign in. Okay. Here's the book. And then we do Control F for find. So we're finding. And then I was going to do Periyakulam. Is it Periyakulam? It's giving me the squigglies. This is what I did earlier. I did Kulum. And then it came up here. There it is. Copy. There it is. Okay, so there's 17 times that I mentioned Periyakulam in my book. Grow Moringa, the ultimate guide. So here in chapter 1, page 35, I mentioned that Perioculum is the city in which we get the abbreviation PKM. And it's in a state called Tamil Nadu in India. And the first seeds were released in 1989. They were, and then every 6 generations, they release more seeds from that particular area, from that particular research center. And it talks about the PKM1. So there's another couple of times. The leaf and stem characteristics. Of course, talking more about perioculum is the name of why we call it PKM1, is the first one that came out of there. And so one question that we're getting is why, and if we put in perioculum here, perioculum, right there. Let's see there it is. Tamil Nadu, so it's really nestled in the southern valley of this mountain range. Here it looks like they have some greenery, but mostly some dry area. And this is essentially the university that released the first seeds. And that's why we chose them. Now, there's PKM2, right? PKM2 Moringa. It's another type of Moringa oleifera for its rapid growth, high fruit output, so the drumsticks. It's more popular for agricultural and for culinary purposes. Just wondering, how abundant it is. That's all. For me, when someone asks me, why don't I grow the PKM2, which seems to be something of a more improved variety, it's just because I have PKM1 here. I would have to possibly switch everything out and change everything out, mostly because PKM1 is very abundant. It's still very, very good. And I don't know much about this or when it came out or where it comes out of and how often they release the seeds and how consistent they can be. Because for the most part, I just have the PKM1. If I get these mixed up with PKM1, they're just going to revert back to PKM1. So I'm definitely happy to just talk about the other varieties. There's also something called the Momax Moringa. The Momax Moringa has lots of drumsticks. This is kind of like what a Momax Moringa is, just filled with the pods. Massive amounts of pods just dripping with pods is essentially is a Momax. Say like a ODC3 Moringa, another high pod variety. They probably produce the young pods. These are great varieties for areas that don't frost, like in India and very tropical regions. Um, there's also the Mole Moringa, a small leafy variety here. Just very short, lots of bright, vibrant greens. This is kind of like a a mole type of situation here. We just have lots and lots of greens. They're short, they're bushy. This is kind of like something that you would plant a mole in a field like this, very close and short. Yeah, in rows. That's essentially what you would do with a mole. So those are kind of like different varieties. The questions that I get as to why is mostly just because of consistency, germination rate, research, the time, that it's been consistent. And so it's also the most common, it's easiest to get. It is also very, very well balanced where they have a high germination rate. They sprout and they bush very early. They do have pods and red stems. They do have high oil content. And so it's a very well-rounded seed that I use. PKM1 essentially is our go-to everything, mostly because it's the most common, it's the easiest to get, it's the most understood. It has oil. The seeds sprout very easily. It's edible. We have a system, a proven system with it. And so it's just because we're getting into that commercial realm where we're selling millions of moringa seeds a year, we're sticking with like the really, really reliable, most common, sticking with something really simple that's proven, that works well. That's a very, very strong pest resistant uh, variety. It still is cold, sensitive. It's still very sensitive to the cold, but that's one reason why we're sticking with this. Look, it's really dark. It's shiny. It's green, and so there's a few differences there. Someone's asking about the heirloom origin. And so that's why I wanted to get into a little bit of the history of the moringa seed. And then we want to talk a little bit about an upcoming event that we're planning because we're planning a workshop. We're planning a workshop to talk more about the business plan. I have a business plan that I came up with. Let's see here. I go to my shared members drive. I have a business plan here that goes in and talks about purchasing this 2.5 acre property. So this is a little bit of an insight to something that we want to talk about is having a plan. Our plan is to grow our real estate. We want to grow our real estate side of the company. And so we wanted to acquire this land parcel. So earlier in the year, we were able to close on the property. So we are now seeing and reaching our goal as envisioned, right? And it's because we had a plan. So we want to go into 2026 with a plan. We want to talk about your business. Tell us here in the comments what you're planning on doing, who you're planning on selling to. What are you selling? For us, since I've been in the industry for 10 years, I'm essentially selling the business. My business is in coaching and training you and your business. I wanted to move up a tier in the moringa industry by saying we need more growers, we need more people that know about it. And so I want to be able to teach this and transparently get this information about how to make this. So we have a summary of how this company was established, how we started up with our first $175,000, how we've made over 7 figures from Moringa. We talk about of course, the enormous uses and benefits of Moringa. We're highlighting some of our financials, over the last couple years, 2021, 71,000, 2022, 138,000, 2023, 120,000, so we have a track record of being able to sell consistently over $10,000 a month. Now 2024 going into 2025, we'll have records of essentially those as well going into our new business plan. Now that we've acquired this property, we have most of the capital raised. We can then go to the next business plan is to acquire a store. And so we can then build the plan, this detailed plan here. And tailor it to purchasing the commercial store because we have a one pager on purchasing the store, but we don't have like a 27 pager that really goes into the details of buying the store. So this is purchasing the farm. This business plan was buying the property, buying the 2.5 acre property. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have a workshop. We're going to have a workshop that will detail other key points in your business plan. We also have kind of like something that's called a feasibility report. So we're going to put some of that information in there, feasibility report, to talk about your business and is it feasible? Is your business really feasible? Are you focusing on the right things? Are you focusing on, say, having loose leaf, fresh USA loose leaf? Because if you are, then you have to really scale up your operation to have the loose leaf for your business over and over. Are you trying to sell the powder? Or let's say, are you trying to have just a supplement company, a capsule company? Maybe you're making capsules. Well, then where are you sourcing your powder? And then how are you making the capsules? So that's a little bit about the machine, equipment, and things that you would want to decide, where you're putting your time and your energy to find out, are you having just tons and tons of animal pellets, animal pellets available like this in bulk, like we have here in 10-pound packages. We have actually a wholesale order that just went out of our fresh animal pellets. So we'll talk more about the business plan. We're going to be planning a workshop probably for next Saturday. We didn't get it together for this Saturday, but we'll probably throw it for next Saturday. Happy holidays, everybody. Hopefully you're enjoying the time with your family and friends. We have a question here. Good morning. Oh, welcome. All right, getting the cats going today. Tiffany's in the house. Welcome, Tiffany. Eddie is saying the PKM1 versus any variety. Yeah, I'm just going PKM1 is over everything. PKM1 over everything. That's my choice. I'm doing PKM1 variety over every other variety. It's my main go-to. It still germinates really fast. It still sprouts really short. It still has red stems. It still gets lots of greens. You can still pop the tops and still get lots of drumsticks. You can still have a tree that grows for 8 to 10 years in a commercial setting and still produce lots of greens, lots of drumsticks, and it has lots of versatility. I like it because it's healthy also, and so it'll stay dark, it'll stay producing, and the stem will get thick, and so we'll talk a little bit more about the transplanting. That question came up. We have that question that we can answer here soon. So I'm just going to stick with the PKM1. That's my go-to. All right. So some key points really quickly for your business plan. And then we'll go to the next section and I wrote this note here, is make selling a priority. Make learning how to sell Moringa a priority. So learning how to talk about it, learning about the benefits of it, and study what people are asking. What people are asking, usually in the first 50 questions that people are asking, if you absorb that information, you will tend to then gravitate towards becoming an expert. Once you know the first 50 answers and study those answers and then go in depth with each one of those, that is going to help you to become a natural born seller. Even though we're not actually all, none of us are born with this innate ability to sell. My goal here, viewers of this channel, are to learn how to sell Moringa specifically because it is a beautiful product that is very good for people, pets, and plants. It's a very great thing that we're getting out into the world. So, some key ways to start selling Moringa is actually online. You could start selling Moringa online and you could do it from home. Not only could you start selling Moringa online from home, but it could be from this particular brand right here because you know that it's coming from local USA farmers. So you have the confidence that when you're making sales posts or when you're making advertisements and you're getting, say, Google ads or Facebook ads or social media ads or Instagram ads or TikTok ads, any kind of ad. We have people here that are watching that have the skill of making advertisements, Google ads, AdWords, people that can make AI clips and videos, even take these videos and share them. You know that it's supporting local USA farmers. That's the key thing. And so the confidence in your sales hook, story, and offer are strengthened by your knowledge of where it comes from. So those are some key insights as to helping you to build your business plan. Let's go into some other news. For instance, when you come into the VIP area, we offer a tool called Growth OS, right? So here was a little bit of that insight as the tool of Growth OS. But what I'm going to do now is just pull up real quickly a checklist here. Okay, so I'll go back. I'll just show you essentially what I did was I went into the drive. I went into the to our shared members drive in the members area here. And there's this checklist for Growth OS that everybody gets once they get into Growth OS. This is getting started. What you would do is you're going to log in on a computer, my.growthos.tools. This is the login. So we have new members that have just signed up, like Placito. We have a few other ones like Shiv, and I think another member, Chris. These members need to, who are in the Growth OS, go to my.growthos.tools and get into and create their login. This is a login to Growth OS. You can download Lead Connector to your phone and have access to your contacts and everybody on your phone. Then when you go to Setup and CRM, Setup, we have videos. So one of the things that you're going to do is set up your profile. This video here is going to help set up your profile. I filmed this over the summer as we were launching Growth OS as a way to show you what it looks like inside. What it looks like inside. Also, it's some of the key things that I talk about in the video are setting your hours, so like when people call you, we're going to help set up your phone number. But the first thing you want to do is just set up your calendar and set up and sync your business name and time zone and email and your phone number so that way the link the lead connector app knows that when someone's calling you or texting you, you have, say, maybe automations for like an away message, or when the phone rings, let's just say your hours are a certain time and they don't ring and your phone doesn't ring in between certain times. So then we have another video tutorial for you, which is going to help set up your Google Workspace, your business, essentially, email that will allow you to set up your URL. So you want to create a URL, and we're going to help you and show you how to purchase your domain. In this video, we show you how to purchase your domain, buy your URL that you'd like for your business, so that way we can start branding your logo, your labels, and then that way we can begin to create and integrate your social media channels. So you want to create your Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, X, and link all of those to your Growth OS. So that way you can post one time and it goes to all of them at the same time. Okay, so that's the checklist. That's the checklist that we give you. So today, after I finish here, what we're going to do is we're going to do some orders. We have a lot of emails coming in. People are asking where their order is. So we're going to be getting back to lots of orders. We're filling orders today. We have a small team in the house that we're going to go ahead and do some orders today. So not to worry. Today is Black Friday. So don't hesitate to come through and grab your sale, your Black Friday sale. We have baskets, Moringa baskets available. Just use code BF50 at the checkout today. This sale is going to go till December 2nd, but if you get in today, the order is going to get in a lot sooner. All the orders coming in now are going to be going out next week. So get your order in now so that way you can get your Moringa just in time for the holidays and grab your basket. Okay. We talked a little bit about, making your website, making your YouTube channel. This is kind of like a hack that I would tell you, something that I did like 3 years ago. I just made a Kendrick Henry YouTube channel and I just post on it maybe once a week. I take some videos from this channel, I put it over there. Well, here I am 3 years later, and I have over 1,000 subscribers on that YouTube channel. So now that channel can be monetized. Now that channel, I could start to go live on that channel. So if there's any advice, if you have a Google Gmail account, just go to YouTube and even download YouTube Studio to your phone. So that way you can just log in and create your YouTube channel. You automatically get a YouTube channel with a Google email. So let's do real quickly this right here. I promised you guys some information on harvesting. So let's go ahead and share screen real quick so you can see. This is kind of the flow chart that we go through up and down throughout the season. This is kind of like our hot and cold harvesting schedule that we talk about. Hey, well, welcome. Maria's in the house. Welcome. Solomon is in the house. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, everybody, for coming in. Welcome. All right. Thanks a lot. So this is just so you know, if everybody's here, you can text powder this week. If you text powder to 813-696-6676 to win. We'll have a drawing. Text powder this week. You can win a 4-ounce powder. 813-696-6676. Just text the word powder this week. You could win a 4-ounce powder. We're going to have a drawing here soon. And then this is kind of like the hot and cold. So people are preparing right now. Here we're coming into December. We're preparing for a little bit of that cold drop off. What are we doing? We're focusing on building our business in other ways, right? We're focusing, instead of going outside to build our business, we're bringing our business inside for the winter. We're building our packaging, our labels, logos. We're getting everything that we need to start having product, right? So we're getting everything together. We're figuring out what it's going in. We're ordering things. We're getting seeds. So we're stocking up on seeds. We're stocking up on our materials. We're going outside and we're prepping the beds. We're filling up, we're putting soil and we're putting mulch down on the beds. We're watering beds and we're getting things ready in the wintertime. So that way, when things come back in March, everything starts back again in Aries. So everything starts back again in March. So that way you start sprouting again. For me, I start planting everything outside April 1st. For me, everything happens April 1st. So that's a little bit about going out into the field, sprouting seeds right now on your kitchen table, spending the winter time focusing on interior stuff, building your business plan, planning, goals, setting goals. That's going to be pretty much what we're focusing on over the winter. All the while, you're starting to focus on where you're going to dry your greens. You need to focus on where you're going to dry your greens. All right, let me pull up some images here real quick. I have in my phone actually. So I'm just going to go to iCloud real quick. I have these images. I actually shared these actually, I think, in the members area yesterday. So I might even just go to the members area real quick. Here, we've got school here. Okay. Oh, I didn't get that out. I was going to post in there. Okay. Placido's asking about connecting. We're going to have our daily Zoom calls start back up again here soon. We've just been kind of getting through the holidays. I've been organizing, getting new members in and bringing old members into the new members area. So Placido was asking when he's going to have a meeting here. And so what we're going to do here is someone was asking specifically about the dry room. Right. See here. I definitely posted it. Here we go. So number one, thanks a lot for hanging with me. I'm just finding some good material here for us to share here. Number one is we don't want to hang our greens. We don't hang. We don't bundle up and hang. We want to focus all of our members having space to dry on a screen rack. Something like this. You can hang this rack up on the ceiling, or you could even get old bread racks and move them around. Also, before I get to that, there's another one here, which you can see here is just a wooden frame with screen racks as well. Just a wooden frame. Okay. And then the only piece of equipment that I would say recommend investing in would be, say, a dehumidifier. Skip the dehydrator, skip the freeze dryer, and just go straight to a dehumidifier like this. A large 1,000 square foot dehumidifier to pull the water out of the air. And I go through the steps here. And this is a member that was asking some detailed information that I provided about. The first thing you want to do in your operation is dry. Learning how to dry is going to be your number one focus, is focusing on drying. Among all other things, the main thing that I focus on is just being able to dry. Just being able to dry was the biggest focus for me. No matter where I went, no matter what I was doing, I was focusing on drying. That is the machine that you need first and foremost is a dry room. Focus on being able to dry your greens or somebody else's greens. If you don't have any trees or you don't have any land and you can dry greens, you're in the money. The next piece of equipment that somebody asks for is what about say like making powder? Let me see if I can pull up a photo here of powder. I might have it in kind of like my own images here. I'll just see if I can pull up an image of me with the powder machine. Not sure if it'll come up. It might take a second. But you want to start with blenders. Just start with some blenders. Okay. Let's see this one out. See what I might be able to do is just charge it for a minute. We're gonna keep going. Facebook went out. It's all good, but it'll pop back on in a second. We're gonna keep rocking here. Let's see, I have an image of me making powder. So I think if I go to my images, selfies, I might have to go into selfies. Okay. I'm just looking to see because this picture of me making powder, I think I also posted that in the members area, the old members area. I could bring it up. Making powder. Oh, I think I found it. Yeah, I think I found it here. Yeah. Yeah, there's a few images of me. I know I was making capsules. I've got some images of me making capsules. Just want to see here. Oh, there's a pellet machine here that I have next to me here in this one, powder machine. So let me pull this one up real quick. This image here is of the pellet machine. Here, you can see the pellet machine. That's another piece of equipment to invest in here. Oh, here it is. Here's the powder machine here. Here it is. So you want to get like a powder mill, something like this. I'll share my screen here so you guys can see something like this is kind of like the next level up. Mill, powder machine, drop the powder in. And then here is a pellet machine to make animal pellets. And then you guys know about the oil press machine. Let's see if I go to graphics here, we can pull up the graphics, affiliate graphics. I know oh, I have it in affiliate graphics here. I've been organizing a little bit more because we sell 6 different things. So here's an image of the oil machine here. Nice image of the oil machine. That's the oil press. So people are asking like, what do we get? What kind of machines do we get? And then of course there's the capsule machine, right? I have an image for that, but you kind of get the point for what I'm saying for machines, equipment, right? Let's see where everybody's at. Everybody's doing good? Yep. Great. Ask any questions. Hopefully everybody's having a great show and a great day so far. We're going to get through a few more questions here. Announcement. Actually, we have a new affiliate program. I did have a video that I just came out with yesterday, actually, that is a great watch for you. Check out this video. Make extra income from Moringa. Affiliate secrets revealed. This is our full affiliate video. This full video helps to reveal affiliate secrets. So I talk a little bit about affiliate marketing, but then I actually walk through signing up to the affiliate program. So I walk you through for like 30 minutes and talk to you about what is affiliate marketing and breaking it down. And really at heart, what you're doing is you're supporting local USA farmers sell their products. Talks a little bit more about our philosophy is collaboration over competition. We're a cooperative, a collective of cooperatives. And so this talks more about the affiliate program. We provide you with a graphic. When you sign up, you get a piece of material from us that starts you off in the right direction. Yeah, we just got this out. This is a great watch for you. Go ahead and check this video out. It's all about affiliate marketing. Great, great. Oops. See here. Okay. Thanks a lot, everybody, for coming in. We had another great question about, let's see. We just did a little bit about business, affiliate marketing, the affiliate marketing program. It's if you are already an affiliate with a coupon code, if you already have a coupon code and you get in, we're going to upgrade you to the ambassador level. This is a loyalty program that we're enacting. Anybody that was already an affiliate with us, we have had over 1,000 affiliates sign up with us. We have hundreds and hundreds of coupons already made. If you already have a coupon with us, we're going to reward you and upgrade you to the 20% tier cashback ambassador level. If you're new, get in now, you'll get 10%. And then if you make sales, you can get to the 20% with sales. Okay, and we'll talk in that video about affiliate marketing so you can understand what I mean by making sales and how you can help us sell this powder and sell this spice and sell this pellet and sell this seed with this brand. And you're supporting this brand because you know where it comes from, you know who's making it, you know who's a part of it, the certifications and the growing practices and everything. So you support this company, and so you're selling this high quality moringa as an affiliate. All right, let's do a few more questions before we go today. See if we can pull our mic back up. Now that it's at a few minutes short. Okay. Maybe we're back on. Hopefully you guys can hear me. We're back on. Hopefully this mic just had a little bit of a issue, but we're back. So someone is asking about transplant. Oh, pests. Let's do pests. Someone is asking about pest issues. One of the things that you can do is you can spray your plants with biostimulant. So we have a natural plant biostimulant made from moringa. And what you can do is you can spray your plants with moringa. This is a natural plant repellent. Something else that you can do is you could spray neem oil. Something else you could do is put diatomaceous earth. Something else you could do is reduce the watering. Something else you could do is make sure that they're fertilized and they have lots of food. Something else you could do is put mulch on the ground to help cover the soil so that way they have a covering. Another thing you could do is irrigate regularly. One of the things that you could do is also what I said is you could harvest. So you could harvest regularly. I call this the harvest method. When you remove the food from the pests and the source of their food, then you remove the pests. The pests go away. So remove the food, you naturally remove the pests. So I like to just go ahead and harvest. Another question someone is asking is about transplanting versus direct seeding. So I like to direct seed in my garden bed. I like to just put the seeds out in the garden bed. I have a direct seeding method out in the field in my intensive bed. And then I like to transplant big trees. So like if I have a location where I'm like, I have this big tree that I want to be right here, I more than likely will transplant that tree. I only transplant trees once they have a tuber. So once they have a big tuber on them, a carrot, that's when we transplant them. We don't transplant them sooner than when they have a tuber. Eddie's saying, there you go. That's a big phrase. Mechanical crop steering with trichoderma and Bacillus subtilis. Thanks. Thanks, Eddie. That's what's up. All right. So when you transplant once it has a tuber, that's within 45 days. I usually go 90 days or so. Transplant it usually within 3 to 6 months is when I like to transplant. I try to keep it in the pot that it's going to be in for the first 6 months. That's why I like to go ahead and just plant it everything in 3-gallon pots. So the future of Moringa is with you. Think about your 2026 business goals and strategies. Someone is asking how to harvest for maximum nutrition. I harvest for maximum nutrition in the morning, on full moons. I also harvest for maximum nutrition. I harvest fresh greens. So how do I get more nutritional greens? Is by making sure that the greens that I'm harvesting are fresh. They're not old. They're not on a big tree that's never been harvested. The key to getting the maximum nutrition is having a fresh green that you're eating, not an old green that's been on there for years from an old tree. An old tree can become new again by cutting it and bringing it back short. So how to harvest for maximum nutrition? In the morning, when the sap is really high, on a full moon is even higher. And then I make sure that I'm harvesting a fresh, young tree. If I don't have a young tree, but I have an old tree, I'll cut that old tree back so that way that old tree is producing all fresh new greens. We need greens from Naples, Florida. If you're watching this and you're near Naples, Florida, we are looking for fresh greens in Naples. We're looking for fresh greens in Naples, seeking fresh greens near Naples. 10-pound a week order. We have a 10-pound a week order. Fresh Moringa greens. Someone in Naples can help us. If they can supply us with greens from Naples in their trees, backyards, if you have trees and you're in Naples, come in. We have someone that's asking for fresh greens. They want to buy 10 pounds a week. It might take 3, 4, 5 locations to supply this one order. So that way, if this tree runs out or this location runs out, this order consistently can become harvested and become fulfilled. Every single week, she's asking for 10 pounds. This is huge. So if someone in Naples has 10 trees, 100 trees, one tree, they can at least help out with this order. This is our goal, is we want to connect this person that is seeking fresh greens in Naples. Our goal is to connect her with someone, right? Here's Naples. We have 2 members already. We want to get more members in Naples on the map. If you're near Naples and you want to become a member, please sign up with us today. We would love to get you in the members area. If you're anywhere, really, this is what we're capable of. We're capable of getting you business in your area. Someone is asking in the Naples area, She wants me to send her greens, and I said, I'm going to help you find fresh greens in Naples. She wants me to ship fresh greens overnight, and I'd prefer to find the fresh greens in this area. That's be my preference. So let's help her get fresh greens in Naples. If you do or know someone in the area, send them this way so that way we can connect them with the lady that's asking for this order. Okay? All right, everybody. That was a great show that we had today. Make sure to go to our website and grab Moringa from us. Today is Black Friday. So shop with us, 50% off, Black Friday special. I really appreciate you for coming in. Let me know if there's any other questions. Other than that, we'll see you soon. We're going to be working really hard tomorrow. We may be back probably Monday. This week, if you text powder, you could win a free bag of Moringa powder. Text powder this week, POWDER. POWDER to 813-696-6676. Thanks a lot, everybody, for hanging with us. Till next time, peace, love, and prosperous growing.